You haven't. But guess what? Let's go back a little bit. Just a little bit. When they took over power, before they took over power, they said a lot of things. And people did a lot to tell you and expose these characters of people and what to expect. The whole place is now upside down now, yeah? But maybe this will give you the idea of why Nigeria can't work. And a referendum at this point can still save a lot of people before it finally gets overhead. If you have time, listen to this.
Alaji, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Kule. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, I accept your congratulations, even though I'm PDP. Because you remember one time when the fighting in Borno, when our people were being killed left and right. Then
What is it, Alaji?
I said, do you remember one time when our people were being killed in Borno State, left and right, Bauchi, Gombe, everywhere in the north?
Of course.
I remember you were saying that was there any Southerner among us? We were the one killing ourselves. I always remember this statement, Mr. Kule. But look at this today now. Today our brother is in charge, and I'm sure he made it clear to the world. The first thing he said was that he was moving the command of Nigerian army to Maiduguri until when Boko Haram is over. So if not your brother as the president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody in Nigeria. But you can see that some people refuse to do it for us. So really, really, today I understand why we have to have the presidency, honestly.
No,
it's like that, Kule. Kule is like that. Because how can anybody convince us that some miscreants cannot be dealt with by Nigerian army? Why can't we believe it was deliberately left? Even if there is no involvement of government hand in it, why can't we believe that it was deliberate? Let them kill themselves. Well, it has come out even very clear, because it was at a point in our campaign, they were saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted. No. We have had a wonderful experience, honestly.
In order to avoid the problem, that's why I said the people.
No, whether he accepted or not, the North it was clear voting now. What could he have done?
Remember what Babangida did for us?
Babangida, you see, what happened was, even when Babangida did it, you understand? Do you get me? The bulk of the population that voted was from the North. And Rimi said it. Since Babangida was in Abuja, Governor Rimi of Kano State, then, former governor of Kano State, he said, if they swine Abiola in Lagos, Abiola Babangida will have said it is Yoruba that did it. So Abiola should fly to Kano, they will swear him as president, and they will stand their ground. Before we know, they rallied around Abiola, they said, don't go to North, if you go, they will kill you. Maybe so happened. Do you understand?
No.
So I'm coming now. So Babangida got the...
And then Abacha that incarcerated him for many years.
I'm coming now. I'm coming. Before we are talking about the cancellation now, the cancellation of the elections. And two, didn't you not see that even from the West, there were people who supported there are big men who joined in the cancellation of the elections. But whatever it is, at that time, it was nobody was killing the Yorubas left and right. Babangida was virtually betraying everybody. And today, have you not seen him on TV? Have you not seen how he was looking? Is God not wonderful? Did you not see Babangida? Even though I have promised as from today, so long as he's my brother from the north, even if he's eating everybody in Nigeria fresh, you come out with Nigerian man leg eating, I will not say it's bad again. Because I have learned how to support my people from what I have seen with Igbos and some people in Nigeria with Jonathan.
Man, you must thank God for Yoruba. Yoruba supported by the otherwise we don't have come.
No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you one part. I'm coming. Listen to me, Kule. A section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make this clear. You understand? We are all politicians.
Yes.
The Tinebus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was told one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, you are a Christian or Nigerian.
Yes.
So or not so?
Yeah, you are right.
Abi? Okay.
Yes, you are right.
Now, all along, A Yoruba man, whoever he is, whether Muslim or Christian, preferred anybody in this house to rule him than a Hausa from the north. That's the truth about it. So, fortunately, I'm coming, sir. Let me land. Fortunately, the center is controlled by non-Muslim, non-Northerners. Are you getting me? And Jonathan, fortunately for the North, Jonathan decided to use religion and slash the Yorubas to the extent, for the first time, Yorubas were divided religiously. To the extent Muslims, Yorubas stood their ground and said they were not supporting Jonathan. They even refused to attend the meetings of the Jonathan. The papers are there, their statements are there in the papers. So or not so, sir?
No, I like this.
It is there. That's the truth. It's there. Even when he went, there were some few Muslim leaders who met Jonathan. The Supreme Council of Islam of Western Nigeria or Yoruba land came out clearly and said no, they disagreed. Do you get me? We know the population of Yoruba, close to 80%, or let's say close to 60% are Muslim. This man constituted a national conference. This is the Yorubas that were saying it. We read it and we had them saying it.
Yes.
So that succeeded in dividing the Yoruba themselves. Now, two, the humiliation, whatever they did to us, our own was that let them kill us and reduce our population. But at least it was Rocha State, Imo State, that they started saying that Hausa people must have ID card to live in that state.
Yes.
Can you hear me? They say Hausa people must have ID card to live in state.
Yes.
Until when we mobilize our people here and say, okay, in that case, all Southerners must live north. Then Jonathan now realized that there was something going on. He said, no, these things have to stop. So are we mad? Do you get me? Count every 5 shops in this north. 4 shops are owned by Igbos. What is Igbo's contribution in the economy? It's not trade, and fraudulent trade for that matter, including you. Igbo have cheated you, unless if you are not buying spare parts and tires and medicine. So or not so?
It's so allergic.
Do you get me? Yet we accommodated them. Is it going to Dubai to bring fake drugs that we cannot do it? Now the plan is drugs now. No Igbo man will again sell drugs in this north. We are going to bring it from Kano. Drugs are brought by air. They are going to open massive coolers, rooms in Kano and import it all north, and maybe whatever want to buy, come and buy from Kano. No Igbo will sell drugs again. We are tired of all this nonsense. We know how to control our places the way they control their own. What we are saying is that we are all Nigerians, but we are going to learn what they are doing in Southeast and do it in the North too. Simple.
Yes.
We don't have ancestors, but if
that is where I'm actually going. Shetima is a senator now. He's a former governor of Borno, the place where they kidnap the Chibok girls and they milk it. They milk the Chibok girls. Today, the terrorists that kidnapped the Chibok girls, they are returning the girls as women with children. Some of the Chibok girls, they are coming back with 3 children, 2 children. And they are calling the terrorists that kidnapped them and sexually force them and put them in family way. They are calling them their husband. Among those that are surrendering right now, the terrorists then that kidnapped the school children from this guy's state, who is now a senator, they are being celebrated in Borno as we speak for returning with their husband. He said, what is the Igbos contributing to Nigeria? Is it not trade? We will do it. We will go. Is it to go to Dubai and import? We will use plane to bring coolant to Kano. We'll build a drug center. We'll build blah, 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 blah. With whose money? Is it with Borno's money or with Kano's money? Of course, with somebody else's money. Trade. These guys took over government. And within 6 years, let me give you their antecedent. Let me give you their track record. They came in, trade, trade. They started what is called round tripping in CBN, where they became middlemen between central bank and the genuine businessmen who need the foreign exchange, right? So they started the round tripping, and like play, naira to a dollar today, from 199 naira to $1 in 2015. Naira to a dollar today is now 580 naira to $1. After they ruined everything, they brought something called Buharinomics. Buharinomics that has led to 33 million loss of jobs in 6 years. Trade, I'll be waiting Igbos brings to the table. The Nigerian under them couldn't manage refineries, not even the ones they met or the new ones they built, they couldn't build any. Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga was jumping up and down with somebody, with a little boy that's just got a lollipop. He was jumping up and down and he said they were going to launch they are going to open 12 new modular refineries all over the country to be refining oil for you so that your oil would be cheap. That was 3 years ago. They are still working on it. Abi? Now, in in 6 years, in 6 years, they decided, as they ruined and destroyed everything, and they couldn't do anything, they went to Niger Republic to go and sign a contract where they will be helping them to refine 40,000 barrel of crude oil every day. So it was an improvement from 25,000. They were celebrating it. The refinery is in Niger Republic as we speak, and the oil that they will use to refine the crude oil. The crude oil they are going to refine in Niger Republic, they are laying a pipeline, kilometers of pipeline from Niger Delta to Niger Republic. So when they turn on the oil in Niger Delta, it go just the rush for Niger Republic refinery for 40,000 a barrel. And then they turned around. They said, you know what? Let's just invest in this Dangote refinery then. Dangote is from the north. He's not an Igbo man. Since Dangote said he was building refinery, is he not a businessman? Is he not about trade? Let's use him as an example. Somebody that could probably fill in the gap for them when Shetima was dreaming of how they were going to destroy the Igbos, destroy their means, destroy everything, and then replace them with themselves, so that to show them Dangote is a rich man, Abi, a quota system billionaire that they are flaunting about in Africa. Well, that aside, Dangote said he was going to build a refinery, and being a northerner who actually have his own different exchange rate than the rest of you, no matter how much you complain about exchange rate, Dangote won't. He has his own different exchange rate with the central bank. He is the central bank of Nigeria as we speak. Now, that Nigeria that couldn't manage refineries, almost 8 refineries they have in Nigeria, that couldn't manage that. They decided to go and borrow money to invest in Dangote refinery. Dangote said he signed a contract with this European company, African Development Bank, Exim Bank, that is Export and Import Bank of China, this other bank, blah, 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 blah. They are going to provide all the resources, and the refineries was going to start working from the 2020. This is 2021. Just 3 months to the end of 2021. They have nowhere close to starting any goddamn thing. Now, they have run out of money. And Nigeria, a broke country, decided to go and borrow money, $2.5 billion. And they want to buy shares in Dangote's refinery that has never pumped a can of petrol since they've spent the billions there. DGBT is just to continue to pop up the quota system because they use other people's money, not any money from the north, not the cow money, your money. They can borrow money in your name. Nigeria carries a very, very good, credit value. Okay, you have the population, you have the resources, and you have the morons in charge. So all they need is just, they should come. They'll give them more money. All of you are wondering, why are they borrowing them more money? Can't they stop borrowing them more money? You have no idea, because you see right there where they are, they can see the satellite image of Nigeria. They know everything you have. And once your mumu thieves goes cap in hand, begging for money, like Bokwari was begging the Queen of Netherlands, yes, just yesterday, And Femi Okonu Adeshina was not even ashamed to tell us about it. Bokwari met the Queen and they were talking. Bokwari was like, do you have any spare change? I'm not joking. That's exactly what he said. Do you have any money you can help us to borrow us to develop Nigeria? That was what Bokwari was asking the Queen. And they said, what have you done to improve the economy of Nigeria, to warrant if to even look into maybe helping you to develop Nigeria? The Weremegad, he said he shut the border against coronavirus and is make sure that the border remains shut, and that is why Nigeria managed to defeat coronavirus. And what we need now is just some money to develop Nigeria. He's asking the Queen, a country of I don't even know how what is the population of Netherlands as well. Are they up to 10 million? 20? That's the country that Bokwari is asking them, begging them for money as usual. So people's money, your money. That's what they rely upon. If they want to build a pharmaceutical coolant in Kano, they need to go and dip their hands into the pocket of all of you so that they can pretend to want to build a coolant. If they, like they did in Kaduna, there is no oil in Kaduna. There is nothing in Kaduna. They said they are building refineries in Kaduna. Kaduna refinery, we know they refine any crude oil. But guess how much salary they are paying every year to their staff? The last, between January and August 2021, the place where we say no single drop of oil is refined, Kaduna refinery. Guess how much they paid? Over 25 billion. They pay salary to people who just they go there. Who are the people? The Alimajiris that will have the money, enough money to fund terrorism. Where is that money coming from? When you have a refinery that doesn't produce anything, and you didn't have anything other than the only thing you have there is just the salaries, the recurrent expenditure. 25 billion into a refinery that did not produce single water, no single can of water, except they are drinking water. Then they also started something. They said they are building a port in Kaduna. They call it dry port because there are dry ports in Europe. There are dry ports here. There are dry ports there. They use your money. They build the dry port. They employ themselves there. Put director, put secretary, put everybody. Then they collect money. They spent over 40 billion naira paying salaries of those ones in 2020 alone. They did not. In that port, so there is nothing that landed there. Nothing cleared from there. No shishi. They don't make any shishi. But people did there, they work. These are what they built to make themselves, because the only real job in northern Nigeria is to work for government, where you pretend to be working for government. You get salaries whenever they pay it. If they don't pay them, then they hold you. One day, one person will come and will just clear everything for you. You don't have to really do anything. And this is how these political criminals, this is how they remain relevant in northern Nigeria. This is how they continue to intimidate and threaten the rest of us. Cut the resources, cut the funding, then you cut the bullshit with them. And that is the journey that they said we didn't consult with them. Southern Nigeria didn't consult with them. People's money. The Biafrans that they see as enemy, they want to destroy. They are not asking for anything. Please give us a referendum. We want to leave. That's what they are asking for. If Nigeria is led by human beings, what you will do is that you engage them. You start the conversation of, okay, not everybody want to leave. How would you know? Until you conduct a referendum. Nobody should be killed. Nobody should be attacked. Nobody should be arrested. Nobody should be imprisoned. Nothing of such. But guess what? They are scared. If the Igbos leave, the Yorubas will leave. The people of Niger Delta will join. The Middle Beltans will go. And then you have this skeletal fake one North, because there's absolutely nothing like one North. Sorry that I've been saying this. I just talking. It's kind of annoying. You see the truth, and you see some people trying to bending it without you knowing that they are doing so for their own selfish personal reasons only, not because they love anything that or the people that are victims of all these actions. No, for their selfish interest only. Why would somebody go to America America of all places, and you go on the street, they pick on the homeless people, they put t-shirt on them, and where they you write one Nigeria. How fraudulent can you be? Then people move to them and said, listen, guys, come, listen. You are wearing one Nigeria. Where are you from? We don't get white people for one Nigeria. We don't get white people for Nigeria. Where did they go on? Do you know why you are wearing this shirt? Do you know why you are here? Do you know why you are carrying this placard? So that I'm just showing solidarity to my brothers from Africa. So which solidarity? You the Chris? Solidarity. Which level be this? You they shout one Nigeria, yeah. People are being killed every day. Look at those guys you see there. These are the people whose are their family members who have been victims in Nigeria. And there is the skeletal mannequin in that place that we are here to expose. You are here wearing a t-shirt with God knows how much they give to you. You can't just do that. Trust me, I'm not making it up. We'll go to America quickly.
How much money they paid the person that is organizing it?
It's all right. It's all right. Exactly. You should know why you're carrying placards and the reason why you're carrying placards. You understand? I can see my sister. I just want to know what part of Nigeria you're from. We all are from there.
I'm from the same part you from.
Huh?
I'm from the part you from.
I'm from the east. The eastern part of, huh? Where you from?
Let this be on record.
What's your name? Huh? Your name? I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. It's called Biafra. So where are you from?
Same part.
Same part?
Okay, they said his friend over there is giving him signs. He shouldn't fall.
It's all right. Thank you. We know what's going on. Thank you. Sir, do you mind I ask a few questions? Can I record you?
All right.
I just want to know what is going on today.
Well, this is protesting for Nigeria.
Oh, for Nigeria?
Yeah.
For a stronger Nigeria. It's a Nigerian Christian, not target of genocide or ethnic cleansing. So what part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm not.
You're not a Nigerian. So how then you're not a Nigerian and you're protesting for Nigeria?
Well, anybody's black. Protest for them.
But you know, when you got to protest with the information and the stuff that is happening.
No.
So how do you know that Nigerian Christians are not the target? How did you know that?
I don't know.
So why then do you have the placard?
Well, look, I'm going to tell you something. Me, I protest for anybody. I help a lot of people.
So you were paid to do this?
Yeah.
Or you were paid to do this?
Yeah, I just joined in with everybody.
Because
I
you did
don't
not
care,
know.
black, white.
No, I
Puerto
understand.
Rican,
It is good to support brothers, to support the culture, but also it is also good to protest and pass the right information, right?
It's a lot of information going out here, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people twist a lot of things up.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure what.
But you got to do a little bit digging.
However, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to help everybody out.
I understand that. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You're doing what they ask you to do.
Yeah.
At least you're paid to do this, and you're doing what you get paid for.
No, it's not about pay, you know what I'm saying? It's just about.
So I hope those who are asking, did you see anybody paid? Somebody just told you that, yeah, I help a lot of people. See, in America, America is kind of a crazy place. I remember when I used to talk to my friend Dan, Tommy. So Tommy would give me, he lives there, he was living in Chicago then. I don't know if he still lives in Chicago. So Tommy would give me an idea and, we gist a lot. And he said, America is a crazy place. Like you have heard here and there, but there are some crazy things that you begin to ask yourself that, what the hell? In America, there are people whose job is if you want to protest. If your protest is peaceful protest and you want to hire them, you will pay them. Just like in Nigeria. But it's more organized than Nigeria. These ones, they can go to jail. They will go to jail. Those organizing the whole thing, they will then go and bail them out. They have always been arrested for disruption, and they know. So, if you want them to throw a petrol bomb, where they will put petrol inside bottle and put clothes and light it and bomb and all of that, there are those who do that. They are there. You just have to hire. Which one you want? If you want the ones that are going to go with all kind of weapons, not guns, just weapons like every dangerous weapons, publicly, even with police, if they are seeing police, they will go. Those ones are there. And America know them. So protest and protest is like, if you know, America is actually like, it's also like a protest country. Now, people will no agree go America. People will no agree with they said they were running away from the persecution in Europe. They moved to America, so they call it land of freedom. So people, we say their own job is to go and protest. They don't, if you want to protest because people no get belly, if you want to protest that people they get too much belly, if you want to anything, they will be there. You just have to pay them. Boko Haram went to United Nations with the contingent of about 200 that followed him. Boko Haram, when it was time for Boko Haram to speak, Mumadu Boko Haram handed in the recorded speech. Why did you have to go there when you have a recorded speech? And they locked him up in one room. Then Garbage Shehu, Issa Pandemic, and the rest of their crew, even including this Femi Adesina, is also in America right now, where his daughter is schooling. You know, money good, Abi. I told you, everybody is trying to wait for his own turn so that they too can send their children abroad to go and school abroad. Femi Adesina, son journalist, and his daughter is in America. So it's just like a vacation for them. They locked Boko Haram inside one room and they went to town to start hiring homeless people, protest for hire, and the rest of them, and they printed t-shirts. Just the same way they normally do in Abuja, they do in Nigeria. They will print shirts for them, and they will be sharing 1,000 naira. Here's the difference. From reliable source, they said, in order to go and counter, because you see, if you see the level of people that have been protesting for the past 10 days in front of the United Nations headquarters in New York, even the entire district, they know that people have been coming there, and they are Biafrans, they are Yoruba, Oduduans, the Middle Beltans. Thanks to Ninas, by the way, all you Ninas organizers, God bless you. You're doing a great job. I just want inclusion. I wish all of you can see why we need inclusion. No, nothing like trying to, separate people or, gaslight people. Ninas is doing a great job, and their job, what they have done so far, especially at the United Nations headquarters, we have to say thank you, a very big one to you. It's been so significant that those they brought from Nigeria, they had to go to town to go and find somebody that can help them print t-shirt. Maybe they even printed it from Nigeria with cap, everything, and the mask. And they went to town. They started sharing $50, $100. Some people got as much as $500 to come to that outing, to come and shout one Nigeria, one Nigeria. This is the value. In Nigeria, where is the headquarters, the poverty headquarters of the world? Yeah, the poor people there that the politicians deliberately made poor. Yeah, the poor people there, they will hire them, and they will give them 500 naira. That is even less than $1. Some they will give them 1,000 naira. You can put that somewhere around $180. That's $1.80. Now, $1.80 will make them mobilize as many as they want in Nigeria, but in America, they have to pay individuals, they have to pay them 57,000 naira, $100, or 23,000, what do you call it? Sorry, I'm so terrible in maths. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to rack my head for that. $50 or $500. So do you see the difference? They are looking for junkies. They are looking for people who have no clue about what is going on to pay $100 to. You, that they stole your money, they will give you 1,000 naira. You'll be carrying cutlass. Yeah, anybody. Well, you can hold your Sharia north. As for our own Lagos Agberos, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, all these all risers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, and all these guys, all risers guys, right, in Lagos, all of them. We are waiting for them. Their own outbreak is just around the corner. Okay, so by the time they get their own final, when they get beaten as we expect, yeah, it won't take time before they detach themselves from the one frauduria. If half of them break off from that one frauduria, we are almost done. And that is why when they said the National Assembly is House of Rep is discussing the VAT for states, I said, well, go for it. These guys, they decided to go and report FIRS. They reported the case to the National Assembly that the National Assembly should help them make laws that will stop the states from taking the VAT. Because if the states should begin to take VAT, only 3 states will survive in Nigeria, and they are Lagos, Oyo, and Rivers states. The rest of them, all more, made them begin hard work. Giddy. Those who have money to give to bandits should begin to go and collect their money back, because this time around, now everybody go hungry. You will just realize that some of those their governors, they will just be living around south. They have houses in Lagos. They will just be paying a courtesy visit on their friends in different parts of the south that managed to survive. I just came on a courtesy visit. They'll bring their wife, bring their children, bring their driver, bring their cook. They'll say they are part of the contingent. At least dinner go sure. If they chop dinner in Lagos, they can drive down to Oyo, and then say they want to spend the weekend with Makinde. It will fill their tank and pay their ticket. I'm just saying this, so it is a clarion call on those who claim to be Northerners now, those who claim that they were born to rule, rather they are born to ruin. All this sign that people are saying we are going to take our money, VAT, we are going to stop, the exploration of our resources without us having to control them. You see all these things, all these messages, ban on open grazing, this and that, they are signs. They are signs that even if you continue to still get something from Nigeria now, that is still making you feel like you belong, it's not going to be for long. The moment very soon, it could just be like, it could just shock you. It is better for you to begin to use the money they are still giving you now, the little one that they are giving you now, to invest in your people, invest in your own communities, invest in your states, and begin to empower your people, cut down poverty, and cut out terrorism and banditry. Begin to use that money now. If Lagos and the rest of them say, if Niger Delta say, oh boy, everybody's on they collect their own VAT. This level, now Shakpa go day for time for everybody now. This Shakpa means say, we no one see any NNPC, anybody made them can't drill any oil for Niger Delta. We won't sell our oil ourselves. We no go can't die for here. Everybody they collect their money. Now, Niger Delta money is the money you want to share, or the Biafra money is the money you want to share. Listen, they gave the Biafrans 5 states in Nigeria. And you know that that's the handiwork of those who believe that as they say, they said that if to say the animals, or these big animals, if the animal kingdom, if they have their own history writer, somebody who can write their own history, maybe all the fanciful stories told us by hunters would just be one-sided story. If we allow the animals to tell their own side of the story when they were fighting the hunters in the jungle, right? So when they did the genocide of 1967 to 1970, where 5 million Biafrans were killed, and the Biafrans surrendered to them, then these criminals, they wrote the history. And they say that person will win, they write history. Abi? That's why I use the analogy of the hunter and the animals. If the animals are allowed to write their own story, you realize that most of these hunters, glorified hunters, they are just ordinary village, wannabes, because they are not real hunters. Luck, and then a bit of luck that ran out of the animal, or a bit of luck on the side of the hunter made him to go home to tell the story. Now, the Biafrans are asking for what do you call it? They are asking for referendum. Let's bring it that way, right? And the only thing I believe personally is that giving them 5 states means that those who claim to have conquered, no winner, no victor, no vanquish, right? They decided to redraw the map and they gave them 5 states. Guess what? Even that 5 states, Imo State, Enugu State, Abia State, Anambra State, Ebonyi State, except for Ebonyi, the remaining 4 states, they are oil producing states. If oil is that thing that makes you think, they are asking that the whole Biafra land and the people that make up the Biafra land should continue, all the tribes that make up the Biafra land should stay together and continue to live together under one authority and identity that they've had for so long. The fact that, a Niger man, a Biafra man, a Niger Delta man is said to have been the one who actually gave the name Biafra that everybody accepted as a symbol of those from the old eastern region. Okay, so if it's about the oil, they have theirs. You can't find it out if you don't let them access it themselves. If the decision of those, imagine, they are drilling oil in your state, but that oil is not your own, because the ways that control Abuja said it's not your own. Imo State get oil block. They said no, that oil belongs to River States. I say, okay, but this also place have oil. Now they say, no, it doesn't belong to, it belongs to Jigawa. That's how they share it. And if you try to question it, you will be killed. Trust me, it doesn't come so easy. So let everybody then hold their own side. Okay, because by the time this VAT and so many other things that people are cutting off and say they don't want to share anymore. Since nothing much will be shared, people will have to go and use what they have. They will say, don't, if Zamfara gold is for Zamfara, make Zamfara people go sell Zamfara, make them go sell their gold. No come on those, they can't claim any oil money here, because from now on, we know they give any dime to NNPC. Now their katakata will start. So those who are grandstanding today, who have no idea that all these things they are reading or hearing today, they are just pointers to tell you that the days of Nigeria is now numbered. Trust me, it's now numbered. If they are smart, whatever they can get from Nigeria now, they should begin to rightly invest them in their people, because it won't last for long. I thought I could take calls. I won't. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Oh no. I'm going to be back to work tomorrow. I've missed work, right? I've been away for so long. I've rested. Mind you, I remember when I told you that I was having this chest pain, and so many people have been asking me, how is your chest? How is your... Listen, it's not something, something serious, okay? I'll tell you what happened before I go. About 3 weeks ago, right? I usually have this inflammation of pains in my chest. So sometimes it will be so kind of chronic that sometimes I feel like... or maybe I'll be having this neck pain, shoulder pain, and all of that. Then you'll be doing that, trying to stretch, trying to get, you know what I mean? So at some point, it will be like so kind of holding my chest so hard. I actually thought probably I was going to have an heart attack. But it wasn't that serious. So they said it was my antibody. That's what my doctor said, right? I met the doctor and they did their check. My heart is working fine, my kidneys are fine, my organs are working perfectly fine. And what I'm feeling is actually an inflammation. They gave a name. I can't remember the name. But it's something that, we have something called antibody, right? Our antibody, I'm sorry, I'm not really a science student. So if you're a scientist, I'm going to try anyway, right? And my antibody is this kind of, defense system, right? Just like your immune system, that we were told about our immune system, okay, that fights against virus, fight against bacteria, things that could make us sick, that could make us unwell, and stuff like that. Now, there is antibody also. That one, his own job is to attack and kill any virus or any bacteria that can make me or make you sick. It attacks them and kill them. And it does that like 1 million times a day, every day, right? Now, in the process of attacking the bad, all those bad infection and all of that. As it's attacking and killing them, it can also attack the good, the good ones too, the ones that actually works for your system. So when that gets attacked, that's where you can have some inflammation like that. And, because what we have here is not rubber, it's cartilage and bone and meat and all of that. So when you stretch it, you think it's stretching, it's not stretching. Okay, what you're doing there is that you're forcing to stretch it, trying to get better. And that was what I had. So they put me on medication. I didn't have to go and save money to go and see doctor. I didn't have to pay hospital bill. I pay my tax. My family and myself are covered. And wherever it is, I don't pray to have any cancer, what have you, but I have an opportunity of getting tested early enough for all of these things. So when they check my chest, check everything, check that I'm breathing very well, no problem. I was recommended to go and see the X-ray in the hospital where I went, and they did their check, chest out, chest in, just under. I did all of that. I saw the machine, and I was standing in there, and I was like, I wish I had this kind of power or a big money, and I can just lift Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Glasgow. I'll just lift it. I'll just take it to Odogbolu. I'll say, Odogbolu people, we are take. Don't worry. We'll go run on like that. But one day I'm going to do it. Especially, it doesn't have to be as big as that. One day I'm going to do something like that where my people will be able to walk in. I don't have to be in government to do it, okay? I believe I can get some money to some level and I can do it. Or I can get my other people to support me and do it. It was wonderful. And I checked, I was like, then I'm fine. It's like my break is over. I have to be back to work tomorrow. So thank you for hearing my side. So I'm fine. It's nothing serious, okay? And I decided to share that because of those who have been sending me messages. Maiyegun Alpha, how is your this? It's not that serious, okay? But thank you very much, all of you. Give me that thumb up on that video before you go, okay? I'm going to see you some other time. Stay safe and good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o.